Every gardener knows the autumn ritual. Leaves blanket the yard, garden beds fade back, and wheelbarrows fill with clippings. We haul, rake, and pile, imagining the rich compost we'll have for spring. But then comes the letdown. Those beautiful heaps of promise just sit there, barely breaking down, still recognizable months later. If you've ever poked your compost in February and found it looking exactly like October's cleanup, you're not alone. Here's the truth. Fall composting is tricky because leaves and garden debris are loaded with carbon. Without a nitrogen boost, microbes can't do their job efficiently, and the process drags. The good news? There's one simple addition that flips the switch, transforming that sluggish pile into a hotbed of microbial activity. Add it this fall, and you can have finished compost 3 times faster, ready in time to fuel next season's growth. Compost is biology in action. Microbes, tiny unseen workers, devour organic matter and turn it into the dark, crumbly material gardeners call black gold. But microbes need fuel. That fuel comes from a balance of carbon, the browns like leaves and stalks, and nitrogen, the greens like kitchen scraps, fresh grass, or manure. In fall, most of us have mountains of browns. Dry leaves, dead stems, straw, corn husks. Without enough nitrogen to balance them, the microbes go into slow motion. Think of it like trying to run a marathon on crackers alone. You've got calories but not the right fuel to push through. That's why fall compost heaps often sit cold, decomposing painfully slowly. So what's the magic addition? Alfalfa meal. This humble plant-based soil amendment is a nitrogen powerhouse. Unlike some animal manures, it's odor-free, safe to handle, and easy to sprinkle directly into your compost. What makes alfalfa especially powerful is not just its nitrogen content, but also its triacontanol, a natural growth stimulant that energizes microbes and plants alike. Add it to a pile of carbon-heavy leaves, and suddenly you've given the microbial community a protein shake. They multiply faster, generate heat, and devour that leaf litter at triple the pace. When I first started experimenting with alfalfa meal in my own piles, the difference was striking. Within a week, steam was rising from the heap on chilly mornings. A compost thermometer that usually hovered in the lukewarm 90s suddenly shot up to 140 degrees Fahrenheit, a perfect range for rapid decomposition and even for knocking out weed seeds. By spring, what used to be clumps of stubborn oak leaves had transformed into rich, earthy compost. The process is simple but works best with a few small habits. Start by shredding your fall leaves if possible. Smaller pieces break down faster and give microbes more surface area to work on. As you build your pile, layer about 6 to 8 inches of leaves, then sprinkle a generous handful of alfalfa meal across the top. Think of it like seasoning food. It doesn't need to be exact, but you want it evenly spread. Next, go ahead and add in your usual greens. Things like kitchen scraps, spent garden plants, or fresh grass clippings if you still have some lying around. Just keep layering. Leaves, alfalfa, greens, and maybe even a splash of water, until your pile is about 3 feet tall and 3 feet wide. That's really the magic size for holding heat. Now, moisture is another key part of the process. Your compost should feel like a wrung-out sponge. If it's too dry, the microbes can't move, too wet, and they basically drown. I like to keep a small hose nearby when I'm building a fall pile, and just mist each layer lightly as I go. Finally, you want to make sure your pile gets enough oxygen. Every 1 to 2 weeks, just turn it with a fork or a compost aerator. Each turn pulls in fresh air, which feeds the microbes and really stokes that internal furnace. With alfalfa meal as their fuel source, those microbes will respond quickly. You'll often see steam rising the very next day. Alfalfa is my top choice because it's affordable, widely available at garden centers or feed stores, and plant-based. But you do have alternatives if it's hard to find. Fresh coffee grounds, for example, are nitrogen-rich and easy to collect from your own kitchen or even local cafes. Grass clippings can also work, though in late fall, they're not always available. Aged manure is another option, but it can be bulkier and sometimes less convenient. The point is to give your compost a nitrogen kick, but alfalfa remains the cleanest, most consistent, and most beginner-friendly option I've found. Alfalfa meal is the accelerator, but a few other practices can supercharge the process. Chop up tough stems and kitchen scraps before tossing them in. Smaller pieces decompose faster. If you're dealing with stubborn leaves like oak or maple, run them over with a mower first. Keep your pile in a spot with some shelter so autumn rains don't waterlog it. If you're really serious about tracking progress, invest in a compost thermometer. They're inexpensive, and they let you see when the pile heats up, when it cools down, and when it needs turning. Watching that dial climb after adding alfalfa is one of those small joys that makes composting addictive. What's the reward for this extra effort? By the time you're ready to plant again, you'll have compost that smells sweet, feels crumbly, and teems with life. Instead of lugging bags of fertilizer from the store, you'll spread your own homemade amendment. Dark, nutrient-rich, and tailored by your soil's needs. That's the hidden beauty of fall composting with alfalfa. You're not just speeding up decomposition, you're investing in your spring garden. Your soil gets better structure, improved water retention, and a thriving microbial community. The garden pays you back with stronger plants, bigger blooms, and tastier harvests. Composting in fall doesn't have to mean waiting endlessly for results. By adding one simple ingredient, alfalfa meal, you can shift your pile from sluggish to thriving, cutting decomposition time down to a fraction. It's a small adjustment with a big payoff, and it works whether you're new to composting or a seasoned soil builder. So next time you rake those leaves and gather your garden's leftovers, remember, don't just pile them up and hope. Give your microbes the fuel they crave, and let your compost cook all winter long. By spring, you'll thank yourself with every handful of rich, living soil. If you found this guide useful, make sure to subscribe to Soil Sage Chronicles on YouTube and share this resource with your fellow gardeners. Together, we'll keep building healthier soil, faster compost, and more abundant gardens.